This just in, Facebook is to buy photo app maker Instagram for about $1 billion in cash and stock. We got Spencer Onto here and Lauren Good. Remind us what Instagram is for the 10 people out there who don't know what it is.
Well, first of all, this is a stunning acquisition by Facebook at a stunning valuation, and I think it's the most money by far they've ever spent on a single acquisition. We're talking about a company that's only about 2 years old, and what they do is they have a photo sharing app that only works on the iPhone. So
no, it just came to Android last week.
And it just came to Android, that's right.
And it's a whole spike in users after that happened.
That's true.
But you're right.
That's true. It started out on it's been iPhone exclusive up until like 2 weeks ago. So. Right. Basically, what it allows you to do is you can take a photo with the app, okay, and then you can share it.
We do this all the time. Yeah, All Things D Journal does it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it has 30 million users. It's grown incredibly fast. It's very easy to use, and it allows you to share your photos with other people who follow you, like in a Twitter type model. And it's a very easy to use app. It's very elegant and sort of clean interface. And the filters are the other thing. So they allow you to apply filters to the photograph to sort of touch it up like an old style or new style.
Do we know if this company makes any money of its own?
They make no money.
No. You know, they've only been around, I think I just saw Dennis Berman from the Journal tweet, 551 days exactly. So if you figure out how much they're being bought for, combined with how many days they've been in existence, it's phenomenal. And just last week they were valued at $500 million, which everyone said, wow, that's a pretty big valuation for this photo sharing app. Now acquired for $1 billion. It's also important to keep in mind that, as you're noting, Instagram has been entirely mobile. You can go to a web page that shows you an Instagram photo, but they have zero web presence. So it's not, I mean, what Facebook is buying into are the photo sharing network. Not only that though, but in a way they're buying into people's locations. People are very willing to share their locations when they're taking these photos, and there's an option to geotag these Instagram photos as well, and then you can just tell where people are based on what they're posting photos of. So maybe that's part of the appeal as well. Although Mark Zuckerberg did say in his post on Facebook that you know, they don't want to change Instagram. They're looking to sort of keep the best of Instagram around, and you know, all
Spencer,
that.
they always say that, don't they? When they buy it, they always say, "Oh, we're not going to change you. We're giving complete freedom." Of course they will.
Well, it wouldn't be surprising if they took Instagram and shut it down and incorporated it into a Facebook app.
But then you have to wonder about the Instagram users that maybe are slightly anti-Facebook or don't like to share all their photos to Facebook, but really love the app. What happens to them?
Yeah, I mean, they're spending $1 billion on this thing, so I think there actually is a decent chance they will keep it as a standalone company and maybe do some work behind the scenes to integrate it with Facebook mobile app. You know, this is just breaking. We're going to have to really dig into this. But you know, I broke the news like 2 months ago that Facebook was in talks to raise a new round of venture capital at a $500 million valuation. And during my reporting of that story, I was told that they did receive acquisition interest from other companies, including Facebook and Twitter, but that my understanding was that the talks had gone cold, and that Instagram was completely committed to going independent and sort of going for it and becoming like the next Twitter. But clearly what happened is Facebook came back to them and just threw an outrageous number down on the table that they just couldn't say no to.
Because they can.
Because what?
Because Facebook
Because
can.
Facebook can afford it, but like I said, this is a major move for Facebook that they've never done before. So maybe this says more about where Facebook's going to in terms of their M&A strategy as well.
So, I mean, how committed are you to being independent? $1 billion? Well, not $1 billion, but is this more sign of bubble, or is this not?
It's tough to say. You know, Facebook is doing this before they've officially gone public. They're obviously looking to expand their company, continue to grow the company, continue to grow the features and the offerings. Sometimes you see reports about whether or not there's user churn on Facebook, people are tiring of the site, or people signing off, are they unfriending each other. Facebook really has to keep building this network up, and Instagram has been wildly popular. You know, is this sign? I don't know if this is a sign of a bubble. I'm not the person to comment on that. Do I think that this is an incredible amount of money to spend on a photo app? Yes, but
there's no way you can justify the price tag on this acquisition with any rational measures.
Right.
So in that sense, it is a sign of a bubble.
Okay.
But
so
on the other hand,
you're saying
it doesn't mean it could eventually grow into that valuation, because as you remember, Google bought YouTube for over $1 billion when it was virtually making no money, and now YouTube is actually is the biggest video site on the web, and it's pulling in a lot of revenue.
You're not going to stop using an ads part of Facebook, are you?
Well, I'll see how it's integrated, but right now, I was
love it,
I was just Instagramming digits before I came on, and
Yes.
I was Facebook Instagramming, I guess I'd say now.